Hello and welcome. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Hopefully you guys are doing great. Welcome to the stream. Let me make sure the audio sounds good. Oh yes, audio sounds good. All right, we are live right now. We have the heart button right there. We have a new follower in the house. Welcome. Sparkle, aka Wendy, numero uno name generators in the house. We got Rain in the house too. Welcome to the stream. We got some amazing Cyber Monday deals today, up to 50% off. We got some great products in the carousel down below. You can see we got tire inflators. We got smaller tire inflators. We got power jump starter for your car, bigger jump starter, biggest jump starter. We got Faustino in the chat. Happy Cyber Monday. We got the Nano right there for small inflatables. We got the E3, we got precision screwdriver, we got the S1, we got the X5, we got the manual screwdriver, the V7, the V7 pocket. We got small vacuums, medium vacuums. We even got a power bank right there. We got bike pump. We got big vacuum cleaner. We got hand portable screwdriver kits. We got electric precision screwdrivers, more screwdrivers. We got dash cams. We got so many stuff in the carousel, and we even got the Fantic Ride, C9. All right, so good stuff. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the items in the carousel. We are going to go through and talk about some of these items, and we're gonna get ready to rock and roll. Let me know if you have any questions on any of these products. Right now, we're gonna go in order, but if you have questions, do let me know. All right, so first item in the carousel is the Fantic X8 Apex. Now, before we even get started about this, I do want to say that Fantic is a brand that's really passionate about the NASCAR industry. They're always sponsoring the NASCAR events, and the Fantic brand is actually super popular among EV car enthusiasts, especially Tesla owners. So as you look at the communities, the forums, and the groups, everyone's talking about Fantic product because they're really good to have to complement your automotive experience, whether it's a tire inflator or a jump starter for your car. Very good applications, very good tools for those applications. All right, let me know if you have any questions, and we're gonna go right into the items and go through this. But I hope you guys saw the screen that showed the Black Friday, yeah, the Black Friday / Cyber Monday, this screen right here. So these are some of the best deals that we have in the carousel. You can take a look at it, but we can also go through them one by one so that we can go into details. But feel free to shop the carousel by just going through it and picking whatever you like. I don't have an EV, but you have an RV. That's nice because you can do stuff in an RV you can't do in an EV. Now, you might even consider getting an RV that's an EV. Oh, wow. That's crazy, right? Get an RV that's an EV. There we go. And get a friend named BB. Or Phoebe. Yeah, you can get an RV that's an EV with your friend named Phoebe, and then you'll be good. All right, so let's get started with the X8 Apex right here, which is our portable tire inflator. That is probably the best combination in terms of size, weight, and performance, because this one is twice the industrial average. It puts out 32 liters per minute of air, which is twice as the other ones, even twice as fast as the X8 portable that Fantic has too. So this is really the cream of the crop, the Apex version of the tire inflator from Fantic. Now when you turn it on, you have your battery indicator at the top, you have your current pressure over here, and you have your set pressure. You also have a light to help you see as you are tying this into your tire so that you can inflate your tire. This one uses USB-C to charge, and it's actually a USB-A power bank too, with 7,800 milliamp hour capacity. You can use this to charge your other devices, as well as using it as a light, and most importantly, to use it as a tire inflator. So I'm gonna turn it on right now. It's gonna make some noise. It's not too loud, but here you go. You can see, and the current pressure right here, if I close this, it will start to build up the pressure. You see how the pressure build up right there? So as it goes up to 36 psi, it will stop, and that's the auto shut off. I'm also low on battery, so I should be charging this right now. But you can see it's very easy to use. You set your pressure, and once it gets to the pressure, it will turn off. This one has a yellow stripe. There's a version without the yellow stripe. You can see whichever one you want. They're the same price right now, $89.95. That is 25% off. So fantastic product. This is something that you gotta have in your vehicle because no matter if you drive an EV or a regular internal combustion engine car, you have tires. And tires over time will lose air pressure, and you want to have the optimal pressure for your tires because having the optimal pressure will ensure that you have the best economy in terms of fuel or EV power usage, right? If you have tires that are soft, then it's going to take more power to push that vehicle. If you have tires that are too inflated, it might not be optimal for the tire's rating. So you want to have the correct tire pressure. That's why having a tire inflator in your car in case you need to adjust your tire pressure is very handy. So this one right here is on sale in the carousel, and it does have a lot of good information on the actual unit. You're going to look at different tire inflators as we go through the stream, and just keep in mind that this one has every information right on the screen, including the battery indicator, including the current pressure and the set pressure. So this is the first item in the carousel. This is the tire inflator, and if you see from the pictures right there, you see this one will inflate up to 150 psi, so that's plenty for most vehicles, and it also inflates twice as fast as the industrial average, and it has 7,800 milliamp hour capacity, so it's actually perfect for inflating all these tires and all these equipment and still be able to function. But if you want to, you can use the USB-A output on this unit as your power source to power your other devices like your cell phone or tablet and charge on the go, because you know it's actually practical for that too. So you can see we have all these applications to inflate all these car tires, motorcycle tires, bicycle tires, and even sporting equipment. So this is a very compact unit. It's a good size. It's not too big, but it's not small either. But it does offer a lot of utility for what it is, right? It has won all these awards from all these other brands, and you have a very easy to read screen as we already saw and demonstrated. And yeah, this is the Fanatec X8 Apex, one of the best tire inflators I've ever used. And you can see down here some of the specs again. But the main key to note is that it does inflate up to 150 psi. It's very fast, and it's got a beautiful screen that's easy to read. It also functions as a light and as a USB-A power bank too. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to open another tab so I can see the chat right here. Yeah, the chat looks good. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to go ahead and charge this right now. I'm actually going to do a live test right now. Can I charge this while it's on? So if I plug it in, will it charge while it is on? Here we go. And nope, it turns off, which is fine. So now it's charging. That's perfect. I'm going to let this thing charge because I want this thing ready to rock and roll when I need it. So there we go. That is the X8 Apex tire inflator. Now we have a smaller tire inflator in the carousel that's also perfect for our vehicles too. And although it's not specific for vehicles, the X8 Portable is perfectly fine for vehicles. It's a little bit more compact unit. This is the X8 tire inflator. This is the portable one. It also inflates up to 150 psi, but it's a little bit more compact, and it doesn't have the same ability to use it as a power bank. It is USB Type-C charging, but this one is mainly just a tire inflator. When you turn it on, you'll see it has a current pressure. Actually, it doesn't. It has a set pressure and the battery status, so it doesn't have your current pressure. So the screen right here is a little bit more limited than the screen on the X8 Apex. This one is the X8 Portable, so it has all these preset temperature, preset pressure right here. So we'll do a little demonstration on how it works. There's also a light, so similar to the X8, and this one also has the valve extension here. So that you can attach this hose to your air valve and just inflate the tire just like this and twist this onto your tire. That's how you get this thing to attach to your tires. When you set your pressure and you're ready to go, for example, to get to 43 psi right here, we'll hit start, and this thing, when it's running, it shows you your current pressure. You see right here? And then we'll get this thing to 43, and it should auto shut off as well. So once it gets to 43, it will shut off. So same deal, it works the same way, but this one is about 16 liters per minute. So half the speed of the X8 Apex we talked about earlier, yet it still does the job. So got the light, it's USB-C charging, and it's a little bit more portable than the X8 Apex. If you want to compare the two, the X8 Apex is a little bit taller, but it's a little bit squarer than this one. So you can kind of decide which size works best for you. I do like the X8 just because it's a good size and it fits well in all of my equipment gear and all that. But this one is a little bit more compact, X8 Portable. So either choice, S8 Portable is roughly half the price as of the X8 Apex, and right now it's 51% off. So probably some of the best discount that you can see on the X8 Portable right here. So let me know if you have any question. This is the Funtech X8 Portable, and it does come in two colors. It has the green and black, as well as the black and black with a little yellow highlight. So your choice on the X8 Portable right there. So this one, it does have a decent size of capacity too. It has 5,200 milliamp hour, which is not necessarily half. The X8 has 7,800. This one has 5,200. But the difference is this one cannot be used as a power bank, but the X8 Apex can be used as a power bank. They both inflate up to 150 psi. This one is really designed for motorcycles, but I've been able to use it to inflate car tires, and it works fine for that too. So there we go. This one is your X8 Portable. Let me know if you have any questions on any of these items. We got some fantastic Cyber Monday deals right now. You can see the discount. This one is 51% off the Funtech X8 Portable right here. This is your X8 Portable inflator. Let me go ahead and put this one to the side and show you other items in the carousel. Do let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to chat with me. We also have the Jump Starter. Now there are a couple of versions in the carousel. Let's go ahead and start with your most standard and the middle range, the T8 Apex. Now this is not the smallest one, it's not the biggest one either, it's the middle one, and it's probably the most popular one because it's perfectly sized. The T8 Apex right here, we have two different colors. We have the yellow one and we have the gray one, which is one I have right here. You see the difference is the yellow one has a yellow stripe across it and the gray one doesn't. They both have a beautiful display. When you turn it on, you can see right there, that's the power percentage, that's your display. And basically what you use this for is to jumpstart your car. And I've never had such an easy experience jump starting cars as when I have this device. Prior to having the T8 Apex, I jumpstart my car the old-fashioned way with long jumper cables connecting to the other car, to my car, and then starting it up and just hoping that it will work. And sometimes it's difficult because you don't really control how much voltage the other car has, and you're depending on the condition of the battery of the other car. Whereas this one is super easy. You don't need to bother anybody. You don't need to drive their car around and get close to your car and get jumper cables long enough to reach. No, this one is so easy, so compact. You literally put it in near your engine bay, anywhere that's convenient, and hook up the cables. Ideally, you want to connect the red one to the positive terminal and the black one to any grounding area in your car. And you just, once you connect those, you should see your unit say ready. And once it says ready, you just go in your car and start your car. It's that easy. It works, and it works so well. Like, I'm constantly impressed every time I use this. It's like one of those things that's like, wow, this is like from the future. It's so easy to jumpstart the car. And I jumpstart my car about twice a month, maybe even 3-4 times, simply because I have a couple of cars that I don't drive very often, and as they sit, the battery does drain, and this becomes so useful to jumpstart my car, and I don't need anybody's help. It's amazing. Now this thing also acts as a power bank to charge other devices, and it also has a couple of neat features. For example, if I turn this thing on, you can see I have a really good bright light on this, which is perfect for at night when I'm trying to connect the cables to jumpstart, or when I want to look through a car when I'm inspecting the car at night, or just use it as a flashlight. It's really good. You can also have this as an emergency flashing light, or more importantly, a flashing red light. And I never realized how important this was until I needed it. And the time when I needed it was recent, when my car was stuck on the road and I had no power to even turn on the emergency light. And thankfully, I was in an area where there was not a lot of cars. But if I was stuck in the main road, then having this and being able to let people know that I'm stuck and to avoid hitting my car is very important. So this is a nice safety feature right here. So it has the light, it has the jump starting cable, and it also has your USB-C and USB-A. So it actually acts as a power bank too. So whether you get the yellow one or the gray one, it doesn't matter. If you look at the specs down here, you can see that it will have your USB-A output, and it has a USB-C input and a USB-C output as well. So it does both. It does have a USB output and a USB input for Type-C and USB-A. So you can do both. And notice that this one has a 65 watt of USB-C output, and also when you charge it, it charges it at 65 watt. And this is important to note because there's a couple of different versions of the jump starter. Mainly there's the T8 Apex, there's a standard T8, and a T8 Max. The deluxe one is similar to the Apex. It's a kit with a car charger and an extra case. But the difference is the T8 is the smallest one, and the T8 Max is the biggest one. So when you look at the bigger size one, you can see the biggest one has more battery capacity at 24,000 milliamp. The smallest one has 12,000 milliamp, and this one has 20,000. So it's a little bit more in the middle. It's almost as big as the Max one, but it's quite a good balance. So it has a 65 watts power delivery charging in, and it has a 65 watt charging out. Whereas with the smaller one, you're looking at 30 watt, and with the bigger one, you're looking at 100 watt. So we're gonna look at those numbers and compare them in a little bit more, but just note that there are a couple of versions, and this one is kind of the most well-balanced one, and it's the most popular one for that reason. It will jumpstart a car from an 8-liter gasoline engine to a 6-liter diesel engine. So pretty much it will do anything out in the road. Any car, any truck, any sports car, this one should be more than enough to handle it. So the T8 Apex is really, really, really good for that. Now there is the T8 Apex Deluxe version, which is going to be a few more dollars, $95.97 versus $103.97. I actually recommend the deluxe version. Why? Because the deluxe version comes with a case and it comes with a car charger, so you can charge it in the car as you're going on a road trip and keep this thing topped off. The case is really nice because if you notice, these cables are kind of bulky, and the case is a good way to have everything together, and that way you don't have to look for this when you need it. So that case is really, really nice, and it comes with the deluxe kit for just a few more dollars. So get the deluxe kit, get that case, and the deluxe kit also comes with a charger. So if you want to compare down here, you can see the difference with the deluxe and the regular Apex is mainly it comes with the car charger right here. You get an extra 38 watt car charger, and you get that carrying case, which is really nice. All right. So that is the T8. Now we can talk about that was the T8 Apex. Then we can start talking about the T8 baby one right here. So this one is a smaller one. I call it a baby one, but it's still very, very capable. In fact, it's capable of jump starting a 7-liter gasoline engine or a 5-liter diesel engine. Again, that's kind of like most vehicles on the road, even muscle cars. Unless you're looking at a very, very big car, it's pretty standard to be able to jumpstart pretty much any car with this power bank right here. So this is the T8. It's pretty powerful too. I would say try to push your budget and get the T8 Apex, because the T8 Apex is more functional because it has more stuff. And like I said, notice how I mentioned that it has the ability to be a USB-A and USB-C power bank. If you get a big enough one, you can use it as a power bank, and it can be used to like run your laptop and other accessories. Whereas this one is kind of a smaller one. Not only is the power unit on it, the capacity is only 12,000 milliamp, it's also slower. It's about 30 watt in and 30 watt out, so it's just a slower one. It has the same brightness in terms of the lights, but in terms of the USB-C power output, it's weaker, and the capacity is weaker too. So the T8 will work, but I always recommend the T8 Apex because it's just so much better for very little price difference, right? For about $15 more, and plus you can see the number of reviews. People love the T8 Apex, and with the sales, it makes very, very little sense to go for the T8. I always just go for the T8 Apex. For $15 more, it's worth it. And then just for a few dollars more, get the deluxe kit with the case and the car charger, and you'll be set. This is really good. That case is something that I really, really recommend because you have that case, everything is together, and you never need to look for anything. I always keep this connected with this because there is no other way I can keep it because I don't have the case. And I like to keep this together because the worst thing I would have is if I'm stuck on the road and I have this, but I don't have the cable that connects to the car, and then it's going to be kind of useless, right? So it's very important to have them together, and that's why the deluxe kit is what I recommend because it's a good size, the T8 Apex, and it has the case. The T8 is not bad either if you want something a little bit more compact and portable, but I want to point out you're not saving that much money compared to the Apex, and you're losing a lot in terms of the capacity. Only 12,000 milliamp hour versus 20,000 milliamp hour, and it's a slower charging. It comes in slower and it comes out slower too. Your power outage or your power for USB-C. So that is your T8 right there. And then of course we have my favorite, which is the T8 Max. The T8 Max is just a beast. The T8 Max is my favorite because it's really, really big and beefy. It's got the biggest unit out there. This one has the 24,000 milliamp hour. It's enough to it's small enough to be able to go onto airplanes and be able to carry on. It's at that limit, but at the same time, it's enough to power and charge my laptop too because it has a 100-watt fast charging capability. Remember, the T8 Apex right here has a 65-watt charging capability. This one has a 100-watt, very, very fast, good enough to charge and power big laptops. And of course, this thing can jumpstart a car that's 10-liter gasoline or 8-liter diesel. I mean, that's just like the biggest car you can imagine. It does everything. It does everything plus so much more. And I only had to recharge this one time. It has such a good battery. I finally charged it, but I was using it for the longest time and I don't even remember charging it. And I jumpstart my car all the time. It has so much juice. It has the light and everything too. And so it's very, very nice. Now, this light is not any brighter than the light on the T8 Apex. So don't think that this is a brighter light, but just know that it's a faster USB-C output, it's a bigger power bank, and it has a more cranking power to jumpstart bigger car. Not that it really matters because even the T8's smallest one still has a lot of power. But just so you know, the current output of this, it's capable of doing 4,000 amp of power to jumpstart like those bigger vehicles that need the extra power to turn the engine to start it. This one can do it. This is like the beefiest one, and this might be an overkill. Like you might not need this one, but it's nice to have, right? So my preference is this one because I like to have all this power. But ideally, like if you were to say what is the best one to get for your car, I would still go for the T8 Apex Deluxe because it has a carrying case and the T8 Apex is enough. This one, you know you need this one if you want that 100 watts to charge your other devices and power your laptop. The 100-watt output is nice. If you plan on using that, then go for the T8 Max and the bigger capacity too. So there we go. That's the T8 Max, and it is a bit pricier, right? It's $159.97, even with the Cyber Monday discount. So even with the Cyber Monday discount, it's normally around $200. So you're still saving 20%, but it is a little bit of an overkill. It is an overkill. All right. So that is your T8 Max. Now, if you have any questions on these, let me know. Again, it's very, very, very easy to use. How to use this is you just connect the red one to the red positive terminal of your battery and your black one to any grounding area on your car. Then you turn this unit on. Once you turn it on, it will say ready. When it says ready, you can go in your car and start the car. That's it. It's so easy to use. I mean, this is the instructions right here. Step 1, attach the clamps. Now, if you want to, you can attach the negative one right onto the battery. It's recommended not to, just because if you had started your car, tried to start your car a couple of times, and it hasn't started successfully, there is a chance that there are some gases that is floating around your battery, and if you have both terminals right there, you may create a spark. It's better to have the negative terminal somewhere farther away. But for simplicity's sake, basically you got these two clamps and you attach it to your car. Then you see the light turn green, it says start, then you just go ahead and start your car. That's it. That's how easy it is. Now there's one situation where it might not be like that. And that's if your car battery is very low. If it's very low, like less than 4 volts, that means the battery is really, really, really dead, then you have to go into override mode. And once you go into override mode, then you click start, or you start your car. So it's similar, but you have to be a little careful. When you go into the override mode, that means it's going to disable some of the safety feature, mainly the spark proof and reverse polarity, because basically it's not going to be able to determine if you wired your battery correctly. I mean, it's not very difficult. There's a plus and there's a minus, but just in case it's dark and you can't see you wire it improperly, then it will potentially have a spark if you put the manual override and you wired it wrong, right? That's just common sense. So that's the nice thing about this unit, is if you have some charge, it's very smart. It will connect, it will detect the charge, and before it pushes voltage through it, it will make sure that you have wired everything correctly. So the normal procedure is, it's so simple, and there's no worries about spark, there's no worries about reverse polarity, there's no worries about over voltage, short circuit, overcharge, high temperature. All this protection is built in. So very, very nice, right? Just keep in mind that if you have to do the override, then you do lose a couple of those protection feature, but this is the extreme case if your battery is very low. But that's how easy it is to use the unit, and I really, really do like it because I use it very often and it has saved me so much time, and I love it. I really, really like it. So that is the T8 Max. Now let's go away from cars for a little bit and let's talk about other products that Fanatec is good at providing, and that is convenience for people that like to play sports. So this is the X8 Nano. It's the part of the X8 line is the inflators, right? So the X8 Nano is an inflator that's very cute, very, very small, and it doesn't inflate a lot of pressure, only up to about 19.9 psi. If you look right here, yeah, it does up to 19.9 psi. So not a lot, but that's plenty for sporting equipment. Most sporting equipment is about 8, 9, 10 psi. For example, I have a ball right here, and we can deflate this, and I'll show you how quick it is to inflate with this X8 Nano. So it has a pin back here that's stored away for convenience and for keeping the pin straight. I really like that feature. So this is the pin that, I'm gonna go ahead and use this pin to deflate this ball right here, and I'll show you how easy it is to inflate. So if you have sporting equipment, if you play sports, you'll know that the criticality of having your ball inflated to the ideal pressure is very important because it affects the way the ball behaves. Like you're playing basketball, it won't bounce as much, and your control and your timing, everything is off, right? So it's very important to get the optimal pressure. And if you have the X8 Nano, it's as easy as grabbing your inflating needle from back here, take that needle and twist it on here. Now there is an extension if you want to use it. There's a small little tube if you want to use it. I personally don't use it, and I like to just put the needle right on here because that is really quick and convenient in my opinion. So now that that's on, I can go ahead and turn this unit on, and you can see it has a beautiful display. And even though the display is really small, it has a lot of information, right? It has your battery indicator, it has your current pressure and your set pressure. Very much like the T8 Apex that we talked about earlier. Or sorry, the X8 Apex, remember? It's very similar to the display on this one over here. So it has your battery indicator, your current pressure, and your set pressure. So if I want to inflate this ball, and for example, I want to inflate this to roughly about 7 or 8 psi. So let's go ahead and say 8 psi. So I can go ahead and cycle through some of these presets right here. I have presets. Or I can go manual and I can decide how many psi I want. 7, or do I want to go to 8, or do I want to go 7.7, or how many psi I want. 7.8, 7.9, or 8 psi, whatever I want, right? And then once I figure out the psi, I can also turn on this light right here that helps me see as I am using the tire inflator. Inflate that ball! Okay, we'll do it. Let's go. Here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and inflate this ball right here. So get this tire inflator, push this thing in, and you'll notice it's very quiet. I'm going to hit the power button and it's going to start. The moment it starts, you see I have the current pressure right there, 1.7, 1.9, 2.0, and it's going to keep going until it gets to the set pressure of 8 psi. And it's very quiet, you can barely hear it right there, and it's very fast. So that's how easy it is to inflate the tire, or I'm sorry, inflate the ball. And this is a very flat ball to start with, and it's already halfway there. 4.8, 4.9, 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, 5.7, 5.8, 5.9, 6. Yeah, we're getting there really fast. So you'll be able to inflate your sporting equipment in no time. And there we go, 7, 7.1. And yeah, we're getting a good pressure in there. 7.7, 7.8, 7.9, and 8. And then it stops automatically. Then all you do is you pull the needle out, and just like that, you have your ball inflated and ready to go. Super easy, right? So that is the X8 Nano tire ball inflator right here. So once you're done with this needle, again, I like to take this thing out and store it inside the needle storage area, so that way I don't lose it and I also keep it straight. So open up this area back here, and I can store the needle here, and it has a groove for it and everything. So it just sits, oh, hang on, wrong way. So I store it back there, and you see how it sits nicely in there, and that way it's always available and it doesn't get bent. So I can go ahead and close this, and now it's safely stored back there. I can turn off the light by hitting this button right here and holding it to turn off the light. Oh, it also has a flashing light too. I can also turn on the flashing light, but I'll turn it off right now. Lights off, and this display here, I can turn off the power of the unit right here. And that's it. That is the X8 Nano. Very compact tire, very compact ball inflator. 20% off right now. A fantastic gift, a fantastic stocking stuffer for anybody in your family that plays any sports, especially like high school kids. Even if they play basketball once every while, it's nice to have, right? And it's so small, you can carry it in your backpack, have a carabiner and hook it on your backpack, or even put it in your backpack. It's just super convenient to have. And it is USB Type-C charging right here. So I might even want to charge it right now. So very easy to charge this unit like so. So go ahead and use the USB Type-C, and I should be able to charge it like that. So this one is now being charged, just like our X8 Apex that I'm charging as well. So those are both charging. All right, so that is your ball inflator for 20% off. that is on Cyber Monday deal. So if you have questions, please feel free to ask me. We are going to move over to some precision screwdrivers. And like I said, Fanatec has so many different line of products. This one, let me see if this is currently available. So unfortunately, this one is currently unavailable. This is probably one of my favorite set. So if you like this one, maybe add it to carts or add it to your list so that you can keep it in check. But this one is my favorite one. Let me see, do I have the actual units? Oh, I don't have it here. Huh, that's interesting. I thought I did. That one is the E1 Max. The E1 Max is really nice. I guess I thought I had it here. So what makes this one really special is the fact that you have 50 different bits on this thing. 50. And it's all magnetized and it's easy to access. Plus, you have your electronic precision driver here that you can push on these little buttons right here to screw in and screw out. And you even have a little light so that you can see as you are working with it. You also have your option to disable the torque. You can have low torque or high torque, or put it to lock so that you can manually turn it too. The E1 Max is viral now. Literally last batch in stock. Yeah, so it's going viral. Everyone is picking them up. Like, I don't even know where mine is. I want to show you guys mine. It's one of my favorite accessories to have, and I like to, oh, I think I have it here. I have it here. And I like to have it in my car because it has everything I need. It's really, really nice. You can see how small it is, right? It's super, super small. I think I made a video on this, and it has gone viral because people love this one. I had so many of my friends asking me about this, and they wanted to get it too because it's so nice. Of course, it's USB Type-C charging, and this thing is a must-have if you like to tinker with electronics. This is the NES E1 Max, and this is where you charge the USB-C connection, and that's the actual screwdriver. So to open this, you push here, and it opens. You see how you have two levels that open up? You pull this, and this is your little screwdriver, right? Like I said, you have a forward and back button. That's how you screw in and out. And as you screw, you have the light right there. You can also change the torque setting on top and decide if you want low torque, high torque, or you want to lock it. If you lock it, then you can use it as a manual screwdriver for precise torque control. And this thing right here is access to 50 different bits, all magnetized in here, and so organized, right? And this is my favorite because it is so compact, yet you have 50 bits. This is more than you'll ever need. It's amazing. And once you realize how useful this is, there's no point in getting the smaller set, right? And Fanatec does make smaller set, but this set is just so good already. So you have your bits. All you do is you put it on here, and it's magnetized. It's strong enough to hold even a screwdriver like that. And yeah, just push the arrow to screw in or screw out. Right now it's on manual settings, so it's not turning. So I can either go to low torque for the L for low torque, or I can change it to the H for high torque and just go in or out, and that's how you get the screwdriver to operate. Very easy, right? So this is no surprise that they are sold out. It's very, very, very nice. So if this comes back in stock and you're looking for it for yourself or for a Christmas gift, grab it. This is so nice. This is my favorite set that they have. So anyway, once you're done using it, you can see how easy it is to also put it away, right? Everything tucks away in here. Push that down and push the screwdriver in, and you have a very compact carrying case and everything, and you have 50 bits, everything you need in here. So that's the E1 Max. Really, really love this thing, and for a reason, right? It's just very convenient. So that is the E1 Max. Now, keep in mind of all those features because we're going to talk about the similar but smaller kit of this, and then you'll know what the differences are. All right. So that one was the E1 Max right here. Now, We also have bigger screwdrivers than the E1 Max. The E1 series is the precision, like very small stuff, right? Like small screws behind your remote control, or like on your laptop or your watch. That's a small one. The S1 Pro is for the bigger screws, right? The screws that are in your door locks, in your furniture, in your kitchen sink, all the stuff around your home that has the bigger screws that this is for. So it is USB Type-C charging, and you'll see some similarity between this one and the E1 Max that we talked about, right? This one is going to be the NEX S1 Pro. So very similar in that the design has a USB Type-C. Your screwdriver is in here. You push this and the screwdriver will come out like this, and it has the same kind of design. You push down and you push up. You can change your torque setting. So based on your manual right here, no torque, or you can have low torque like that. That's in and that's out. Of course, the bits are in here. And this one is the S1 Pro, so you actually have 16 bits, and they're all organized in here so nicely. And if you notice, these bits are much bigger than the ones that we had when we talked about the E1, right? These are the S1, so bigger bits, and the bigger bits will be compatible with the bigger screwdriver. So in the rest of the stream, I'm going to explain different screwdrivers and different bit kits. Just know that these are the bigger ones versus the precision ones, okay? So these are like the standard screwdrivers. Again, this one, just put it on, it's magnetized and it holds it in like so, and it won't fall off, and the directions in and out right here. Super easy, right? So this is like a nice thing to have for anyone that does any work around the house. You gotta have something like this, right? Whether you're working on your computer, you're installing door locks, you are fixing your table, you are fixing your sink, you are fixing anything that has a screw. And it's not just Phillips heads, right? It has like your torque heads, it has your square heads, it has your flat heads, and it has your Phillips heads, and they're all arranged so nicely you don't lose things. And as long as you put things back every time you use it, you'll always have it all conveniently located, and everything is magnetized. You see, it's easy to put in and take out because it's all magnetized. So you have that, and then you can put everything back into the case when you're done using it, like so. Screwdriver also goes back in here, lock that in place, lock the screwdriver in place, and there's a little cap that locks everything in place. So that is your NEX S1 Pro. Very nice and handy to have, and I love this one. So that one is the S1 Pro. Let me know if you have any questions on that, and we're gonna move on to other ones, and you'll see some similarities between these. If you're thinking about pulling the trigger right now, hold off just for a little bit as we go through different products in the screwdriver lineups, because you might find some that you like more than the other based on your use case and your preferences. You'll see what I mean, okay? So let's go talk about the next one right here. This one is the X5. Now the X5, wow, it's currently unavailable too. So basically, the X5 is the same thing as the E1 Max, except the screwdriver is manual. There is no electronic in this one. It's magnetic, but it's manual, so there is no electronic. You have to turn the screwdriver to tighten, to untighten, but you still have all 50 bits all in this nice casing, just like the E1 Max, except this one is the X1, and it is for manual operation, and all these bits are precision bits, right? The precision ones are the smaller bits for working on your laptop, your watch, small electronic toys, or remote control, the precision ones right here. So that one is also unavailable. Crazy times. Add that to your shopping list if you're interested. It will be back in stock, don't worry. All right, we have some vacuum cleaners Oh, we took out the other. Oh yeah, so we have some vacuum cleaners we'll talk about. Then we're gonna talk about some more screwdrivers and bits later. Okay, we'll get back to the screwdriver stuff later. Don't worry, we're not skipping them yet. We'll get back to them later. Let's go in order right now and talk about some vacuum cleaners. So we have the V7 Ace. So the V7 Ace is something that I don't have. I have the V7 Pocket. So let me explain the V7 Ace. What it is a very, very, very compact vacuum that weighs about 1 pound. 1 pound, but it has 11,000 Pascal of suction power. So pretty good suction power for a very nice handheld vacuum cleaner that only 1 pound. It doesn't even look like a vacuum cleaner, right? Because of the way it's designed. It has a cap on it to keep it nice and sealed. But when you open it up, you have access to this vacuum cleaner, and it's great for just cleaning spots around the house or in the car. When you don't have time to take out the bigger vacuum, it's a nice handheld vacuum to have for small operation. It's USB Type-C charging, and this is perfect for under seats, in a trunk, laptop, upholstery, kitchen, desktop, all the small application. Got the light so you can see as you're vacuuming, and it even has your HEPA filter as well as a pre-filter. So this is like a coarse filter, and then a HEPA filter is a finer filter. You can easily take out the bin, empty it, get to access to the filter, and that is pretty much your vacuum cleaner. It has pretty good suction levels, and it has, I believe, a 20-minute runtime on this. No, 27-minute runtime on eco mode, or if you need more power, it'll last for about 12 minutes. So this one is the V7 Ace, and the difference between the Ace and the one I have, you'll see the difference is a screen. So the one I have is a V7 Pocket. Let me show you the V7 Pocket right now. So this is the one that I have, the V7 Pocket, and it's quite similar, and I like the V7 Pocket better because it has this screen. Let me show you the V7 Pocket. It still weighs about 1 pound. It still has the same 11,000 Pascal of suction power, or 11,000 Pascal of suction power. So here is the V7 Pocket, and if you notice, it's very small, right? And it does not even look like a vacuum cleaner. It looks very not vacuum, right? So you can pull this lid out and then it becomes a vacuum cleaner. So it makes it look very clean when you store it in a car or put it in your back seat. People don't like look at all your trash and everything in here, and it just doesn't look nice as this, right? It looks much nicer. And you have that screen here, so let me show you how it operates. You push this and this thing will turn on. It says Fun Tick right there, and then you have a little display, and you have your battery indicator. You can go turbo mode right there for faster speed. The picture changes and it's more power right now. It's very powerful for the compact vacuum cleaner right here. USB Type-C charging right there. Super powerful, right? So that's very powerful, and you do get an attachment. You see right there, you have that crevice tool. So you can use it with the tool or without the tool. Without the tool, it makes a really nice vacuum for small areas, so you can fit between like on your carpet floor, upholstery. You can just fit in small areas. Now if you need this extra brush, you can add this extension here to use the brush, or you can use the brush without the extension. Just take this extension off and use this brush by itself on the unit right here, because that works as well if I put it in the correct way, like so. And it works as a small brush, or you can use the crevice tool by itself too, just using this tool like that, and now you have a nice crevice tool to clean like between your car seats and areas that's in between your sofa, right? You can clean the crevices. So very nice vacuum. V7 Pocket right here. I like this one because it's powerful. It looks good when you close it up. It has a screen. It does not have a light though. It doesn't have the light. So the V7 Ace has the light, which is a little bit nicer than the V7 Pocket. But this one has a screen, right? But either one you pick, you still have the 1 pound weight, so it's very light, and it has 11,000 Pascal of suction power. So this is my V7 Pocket right here with the attachment. So you got the two attachments right here. Let me make sure to put everything away. So keep everything in the kit. And it comes with a carrying pouch too from Funtech right there. So this is the V7 Pocket. Let me put that to the side. Let me know if you have any questions about any of these items. Happy to give you more detail or show you close-up of any questions or close-up details of any area so that it will answer your questions. So this is the V7 Pocket from Funtech. And then we got the bigger vacuum. We have the next one, which is the V8 Mate. So let me see if I got the V8 Mate handy here. The V8 Mate is the bigger vacuum. I thought I had it here. Oh, here it is. Too many vacuums. There we go. So here is the V8 Mate, and again, it's also very compact, right? So the V8 Mate is probably the sweet spot for me because it has a little bit larger bin than the V7 Pocket, but it has a lot of accessories. So this one has a couple of extra accessories. You can see it has more power. It has 12,000 pascal of suction power, and it weighs a little bit more, just a little bit more, 1.2 pounds instead of 1 pound. And the cool thing about this one is the bin right here. It's not easy to accidentally open the bin, right? Because there's a lock. To open the bin, you have to pull this lock up and then push that. And this one, if you notice, when you dump out the bin, you don't have to worry about the filter. Whereas with the V7 Pocket, you have to take out the filter each time you empty out the bin. So this one makes it easy to empty out the bin. You lock it up like that, and you have your attachments. You have your similar attachment plus some extra. So similar to the V7 Pocket, you have your crevice tool and you have your brush. You can use it with the crevice tool or have the short one with just the brush. That works too, like so. It's just a brush. Turn this on and it'll operate. You have two speed settings. That's low and that's high. And again, it's very powerful. This one is a little bit more powerful than the V7 Pocket we just talked about. It also has this attachment, so it's like a flexible tube attachment. So if you want to use this one, you have a flex tube, so you can clean in crevice area, and you have a lot of control, motion, dexterity to clean your area. You also have one more tool. So I told you it has a lot of tools, right? So you have one more tool with this. And this one is for your upholstery. This one right here is good for cleaning upholstery. And you can use this with the extension or without the extension. It's up to you. But this one is definitely a nice extra. And if you look at the price difference between the V8 Mate and the V7 Pocket, it's not even that much of a price difference. So that one is about $49. That one is about $56. So the price is about $7 difference, and you get a bunch more accessory. And this one just looks a little bit more. I guess it's preference, right? I like the way this one looks more. Some people may like the way the V7 Pocket looks more. So it's really up to you. But this is my preference because of all the accessory it has. It's a little bit more powerful. It's not that much heavier. So I like the V8 Mate a lot. It's a good common ground. I like the V8 Mate more than the V7 Pocket. Let me put these away. And it also has a nice carrying pouch right here. So this is the V8 Mate. For the compact area, I like this one more than the V7 Pocket. It's my favorite one for the compact vacuum. So now the next item is kind of interesting. It's compact, but it's not. It's the V9 Mate. It's like in between. So this one is the V9 Mate. It's exactly that. It's not too compact. It has a little bit more power at 13,000 pascal. but it's also a lot bigger and heavier, right? So the weight of this one weighs a little bit more. I forgot how much this one weighs. This one is going to come in at, yeah, 2.2 pounds, right? So it's basically twice the weight of the V7 Pocket. But what this one offers is this. It's a very big bin. So you can clean a lot of area before you have to empty out the bin. And it has the same locking mechanism as the V7 Mate, where you can empty out this like so, and it doesn't easily open if you lock it like that. It has a light too. As you vacuum, you have the light right here. Let me actually put the attachment on so you can see how it works. So this one does come with a lot of attachment as well. This is the V9 Mate. V9 Mate. So let me show you guys what the V9 Mate has to offer. So it has lots and lots of accessories and more and more. We'll get to all of them. So you have a basic attachment right here. This one can be used just straight out. Hang on. Nope, not this piece. This piece, yeah. So this one right here, you can use this one to go ahead and slide this in here. And this one is your attachment for just cleaning stuff. It's like the crevice tool, right? So very easy to use, very powerful. With 13,000 Pascal, you have your battery indicator on top, and you have the eco mode right now. If you put the plus side, that is more power right there. So that is your V9 Mate with the standard attachment. And from here, if you want to, you can extend this one like so and have a little bit more reach, and you have a brush here, or you can use it without the extra reach. You can borrow this brush from here and put that brush over here and have a more compact vacuum with the brush. So that's kind of nice, right? This brush right here. You can also use a nozzle instead of the brush. So you want more precise vacuuming, you can add this nozzle right here. All this is included for a more precise tip right there. And if you want to, you can actually take out all this. Let me remove this real quick. So there is a little button right here that you want to push down in to take this out. One second. A little bit hard to do it when I'm holding it in mid-air. A little bit easier to do it when I'm on a table. But yeah, you push that right there and it slides out. And then you have this piece over here. So if you want to, you can use this one. And then now you have a little extra tool. And of course, from here, you can attach the brush, or you can attach the other ones. And you can see how there's so many different customization, right? To use this vacuum cleaner like that with the light and everything. So a lot of different attachment for you to use. So this one is the V9 Mate. It has a lot of attachment, a very large bin, good amount of power, 2.2 pounds. And the attachment right here, let me go ahead and put that out right there. Take this apart, and there we go. V9 Mate right there with a bunch of attachments. Let me know if you have any questions on that V9 Mate. It is a bigger vacuum, but it has a large volume for the trash bin area. That's going to be your V9 Mate right there. All right, so that's the V9 Mate. We have the Evo 300. So moving on from vacuum cleaners for now. We will get back to vacuum cleaners, okay? We will get back to vacuum cleaners. But let me show you the Evo 300. So this is going to be your Evo 300. What it is it is a power bank with a beautiful display. You see right there, 89%. You have your 0 watt in, 0 watt out. And that's because there's nothing connected to it right now. But you can plug in your AC devices, even 3-prong plugs works for that. You have your USB ports for here. You have 2 USB-Cs and 2 USB-As. You have 2 DC barrel outputs, and you also have a 12-volt car accessory output right there. So that's your DC area, and that's your AC area. And back here, you have your light, a camping light, very nice soft light. You can have it brighter or you can even have it flashing. You have your solar panel input over here, and you have your DC input to charge it from your AC outlet or your car's DC go in here. So this is your Phantom Evo 300. It's kind of lightweight for the capacity. It's the Evo 300 because it actually has 299 watt hour of capacity. So it's a battery power supply, or sorry, backup power supply. Some people call it a solar generator. It's basically a really big power bank, and it's able to output a total of a 600 watt at the peak, right? So that's perfect for charging and powering your laptop, even small appliances, definitely all your electronic charging components like a drone, camera, laptop, tablet, phone. It can do all that plus a lot more. Perfect to have when you're camping or hiking and need some extra power to charge all your stuff, or at home when there's a blackout, a power outage. It's good to be able to keep all your important devices charged, especially your cell phone for communication, right? So this is your Evo 300, and it's a good weight too. The weight of this thing is roughly, it's very light, but yeah, right here. It's only 8.8 pounds. Yeah, it's very, very light. 8.8 pounds is nothing for how much power this offers. It's kind of interesting because it's lighter than a lot of units with less power. So it's really good. And of course, if you want to see exactly what it can charge, for example, like if you're charging a camera, this thing will be able to charge your camera 21 times. You can charge your phone 27 times, your drone 5 times, your MacBook Air 5 times. It's got a large capacity. 299 watt hour is a lot. That's 300 watt hour. That basically means if you are powering something that's 300 watts, you could power that for a full 1 hour before this one drains. So that's a lot of power. 300 watts for a full hour, that's a lot. And there's many ways you can charge this thing. You can combine the ways to charge it so that it's faster. Like if you do a wall outlet plus a USB-C, it only takes 2.5 hours to charge. You can use solar panel to charge it. It only takes about 3.6 hours. Put it into the wall outlet. It does take 4 hours, but trust me, I prefer this slower charging because with a lot of battery units, you want to have slow charging because it prolongs the life of your battery. Unless you're in a rush, I actually recommend just doing the 4-hour charging. If you're really in a rush, you can charge with the wall outlet plus a USB charger for the fastest charging, but that's going to it's okay because it's designed to do that, but I always prefer to charge slower. It just makes me feel better because when you charge faster, usually the batteries get a little bit warmer and heat degrades your battery. So we like to keep it as cool as possible, and charging slower allows it to stay cooler. So this is your Evo 300. Lots of functionality, and you don't have to really think about this thing. Just plug it in to charge it and use it at will. It's just awesome. Very compact power bank right there. Now, let's go jump over to bicycle riding. So if you're riding bikes, you may need to inflate your bicycle tires, and the Nano that we saw earlier is too small. Remember the one that was used to inflate your sporting balls, your equipment? That one's too small to really inflate bicycles. This one here, the X8 Ace, is a good size. This one is perfect for inflating bicycle tires. It inflates up to 150 psi, and it's smaller than your X8 Portable. It's bigger than your X8 Nano. So you can see it's about the size of handheld size, right? But it can inflate up to 150 psi. This is obviously out of proportion. It's not that big, okay? It's not that big. This is the proportion right there. It's kind of, you can hold it in your hand, you can put it on a carabiner and carry it in your backpack. It's a good size to inflate bikes, because if you're gonna ride up and down the mountains with your bike, you want to have this with you, but you don't want to have something so big. Like for example, if I bring the X8 Apex, it's very big and heavy. It'll do the same job and more, but I don't need this kind of power. That's why the X8 Ace is convenient for somebody that is mountain biking. So the X8 Ace is 20% off on the Cyber Monday special right here. Fantastic deal. Plus, there's a $10 coupon right there. So good price on a small unit that you can bring with you when you go biking. So that's specifically designed for bicycles. Palm size, up to 150 PSI, fast inflation. You even have the LED just like the other model so that you can see as you're inflating. And yeah, this one is designed for bicycles. We are back to another vacuum. So let me put away the Fantic Evo really quick, and let me show you the Fantic Storm 10 Pro. Now I like the Storm 10 Pro in addition to the V8 Mate that I told you that I really like, right? So the Storm 10 Pro is in a different category of vacuum cleaner. This is a vacuum cleaner that you can use to clean your whole house. It's still very compact, but bigger, right? It's bigger. So this one, you have electronic attachments. You see how there's electronic pins right there? It drives the motor in your attachment, so it's really good to work and clean stuff, because right there you see you have attachments that are powered, so this one will clean stuff for you. And you see the trigger is very light, unlike other brands of handheld vacuum where you have to hold the trigger. This one, you just push it and it works. You push it again and it stops. You also have a slider right here that changes the performance. You have your eco mode, your normal, and your max mode, and you set what you want and it stays that way. So when you start it, it's that same setting. It's very, very convenient. I don't know why other vacuums don't do that, but this makes it so nice. So also, the way you remove things is very easy too, because everything is kind of like automatic. You pull and it has a collar that automatically unlocks for you. The bin removal is super genius. You don't even need to remove any attachment. All you need to do is push this button right here, and look at this. Look at this. Bin opens, right? That's how easy it is to empty out the bin. And to close the bin, you push this and it closes everything. You see how easy that is? You push this button up here and the bin opens. Push this to close it back in and you're good. You don't need to remove any attachments. For example, if I had like the wand attached to it for cleaning like taller areas like this, I don't need to take out the wand because I can just push this button and it can empty out the bin. Now, provided that the wand is kind of in a place, it's not ideal, but it's ideal for something shorter. For example, if I have like this small brush right here, and I wanted to just empty out the bin without taking out the brush, I could. See, it's not related. I can empty out the bin without taking out the brush. It's very nice, nice touch, right? So you have all these attachments. You have this smaller attachment here. You also have a motorized smaller attachment over here. So the Storm 10 Pro has a lot of attachment, and it's motorized. See, it's motorized. It turns and it has an angle. It's very nice. And this battery is removable too. So if you want to, you can take this battery out, and that way you can charge. You push right here and take out the battery, and you'll be able to have multiple batteries in case you want to clean your entire home on a single go. You don't have to be limited by the battery. So very nice interchangeable battery, and in case the battery over time gets worn out, you can replace the battery without replacing the entire vacuum. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the screen is also very nice too. Look at this screen right here. Turn it on and you have the screen, change the power, and you see the screen adjusts how much power you're using. Low power, medium power, high power. It's a beautiful screen, right? So there we go. This is the Fantic Storm 10 Pro. And it has a bunch of accessories and all the attachment. You can see it has a place for you to hang it. And the battery life is quite good. If you use it on the eco mode, it'll last you a full hour. If you use it on standard mode, it's 25 minutes. And most house vacuuming tasks is about 10-15 minutes. So even if you want to go turbo mode, you can vacuum your whole house in about 10 minutes. Very easy, right? And there's the battery. It's removable, 2500 milliamp hour capacity, long-lasting battery. You have your indicator right there that tells you your battery life, your charging indicator, your dust status, how much dust you have in the unit, and the suction power that we saw earlier that changes based on the setting you use. So there's all your filtrations, the HEPA filter, your rear ultra filter that's included, the multi-cyclone on this unit. It looks really, really awesome. And yeah, it's a very versatile vacuum, including the ability to clean up upholsteries on a taller area. Like you see there, very easy to take out these attachments. And if you want to clean upholstery, for example, you can clean just like the demonstration with this attachment here, and then you have this attachment over here. Slide this one, and then now you can clean your upholstery, right? So this one will help you clean your upholstery. Very, very versatile vacuum cleaner. You can do so much, and it's very powerful compared to the smaller ones that we had shown you earlier. For example, like the V8 Mate that I really like. It's half the power as this. This one has 26 kilopascal of suction power, whereas the V8 Mate was, I believe, 12 kilopascal. This one is more than twice. Very powerful, right? So that is your Fantic Storm 10 Pro right here. Let me know if you have any question. This is the Storm 10 Pro right here. I'm going to go ahead and put this down for now, but if you have questions, let me know and we can get back and talk about the Storm 10 Pro anytime you guys want. All right. The next item in the carousel we have is going to be back to screwdrivers, okay? Back to screwdrivers. So let's talk about the L1 Pro. So here is your Fantic L1 Pro. Remember how I said we had the big screwdrivers and we talked about the S1 Pro, and I told you that this one is nice and organized way to have all the bits. Well, the L1 Pro is similar to the S1 Pro in that it's for the bigger screwdrivers or the bigger screws, right? But the NES L1 Pro is more compact, it's easier to access, like just one swap and you have access to all your accessories, your bits and everything. So it's quicker to access, and the form factor is a little bit more favorable to me. I like this pistol grip form factor because it's easier to use. You still have the light up here, and your bits are easy to access in here. So if I pick up a bit, let me show you an example. Like I want this Phillip bit, and I put it on here. Now that's not locked yet. If I want to lock, I push down on it and it locks it. It locks it so well. The only way to unlock it is push up on the collar. It'll pop out, and that's how you pull it out. So very secure locking mechanism. Now this trigger is variable. The more you push in, the faster it goes. Like right here is really slow, right? Here is very slow, super slow right here. And I push harder, it's faster. Push harder, it's even faster, right? So it's a nice variable trigger. So that way I can control my speed right here. I can also control my direction over here, whether I'm going to go screw in or screw out, and I can control my torque. 6 levels of torque. And of course down here I have my battery life, so I know how much battery there's left, and I don't get stuck halfway through my project and not have battery. So this is our Fantic NEX L1 Pro screwdriver right here. And to take out the bit, I'm going to lift this and pull this out right here. So the L1 Pro, very compact unit, and stores away in this case. I like it. Easy to access. Now compare that to the S1 Pro. It's up to you, but this one is easier for me to access. That's why I end up using this a lot more. So that was your Fantic L1 Pro. Now we have this. This one is your 43-piece bit set. Is it still available in stock? There's only one left in stock. It's been selling like hotcakes. So we only have the used one in stock. We don't have any new ones. But if you like this one, keep an eye on it. This one is your 43-piece screwdriver bit set, and this one works for both the NES S1 Pro as well as the NES L1 Pro, and it also works for one other one that we're going to talk about in a little bit. But basically, these are bits for the bigger screwdrivers. So this is the X1 43-piece bit set, and it comes in super handy. It has a nice metal case and is magnetized, well, somewhat magnetized. There's a locking mechanism that you push here and then you pull out like so, and you have access to all these bits over here, including these longer bits right here. So this one is the X1. We're at the X1 right now. See, and it's currently out of stock. It's currently out of stock right now. And these are the bits that you can use on your S1 or your NES L1 Pro. And you even have more pieces down here. So this one will be back in stock. So keep an eye on it if you're interested. But right now it is out of stock. This is the 43-piece bit set, the X1 right here. And it comes in this carrying case, so it's easy to store away like that. Fantastic. X1, 43 pieces. Again, this works for your S1 Pro and your L1 Pro. Those are the two that we discussed already, where the X1 is the bits for those screwdrivers. Next one in the carousel, we have the X5. This one is a precision set that's manual. It doesn't have electronic. So all the X5 series are the precision. So smaller screwdriver like the E1 that we talked about that we didn't have in stock. But the X5 is manual. So this one has 25-bit set, and it has a manual screwdriver you can use to fix your phone, your watch, all the small applications, your laptop, and little toys, right? And it's magnetized, so it's easy to access. So that one is on sale. And it is in stock right now, 54% off, $18.30. That's why all these things are running out of stock, because they are really, really good price, 54% off, guys. Alright, so we also have another screwdriver, and this one is your L1 Ace. So, the L1 Ace is going to compete against the NES L1 Pro that we talked about, and it's also going to compete against the NES S1 Pro, because it's the same type of screwdriver. That's the bigger one for your door locks, for your tables, your furniture, your kitchen sink, all of that. And it comes in this semi-rigid case, and here's the unit. So it's also pistol grip, but it's more simple. It doesn't have that variable trigger. You just push it and it works. You do have your torque setting right here. That's kind of nice because it clicks and it changes the torque setting. It has a light so you can see, and you have a button right here that can change the direction of where you are driving or extracting the screws. It's USB Type-C, and it has that nice screen back here so you can see what's going on. But it's more of one-speed type of screwdriver. It does have some bits. And the way the bits are laid in here, it's there, but I will say it takes a little bit more effort to grab the bits out of here because they're all in this little cutout. So you have to kind of take it out of this right here. So for example, if I want to grab one of these bits, like I want to take out this bit, I can pull this bit out here and I can put it onto the screwdriver. It's magnetized, so it sticks on like that. And it's strong enough to hold the screwdriver, and then you can use it like so, right? So there is your NES L1 Ace screwdriver. Pull this out to retract it, and then you can slide it back into your sleeve over here to store all your bits. So you see how this one, you kind of have to like do a little bit more work to grab the bits out. But it does have this nice case where you can store everything, including the USB Type-C charging cable that's in here too. And it packs away nicely. That's a nice feature of this. But I will say, to get to the bits, it takes a little bit of effort to grab the bits. But nonetheless, it's all there. And then your L1 Ace fits in there and closes up. And you have your little handle for it right here. So that is your NEX L1 Ace. Which one would you prefer? I mean, everyone has their preference, right? I still like this one. I like the NEX L1 Pro because, like I said, this one is easy because I can just open this box and have access to everything right away. That's why I use it the most. The NEX S1 Pro is for someone that likes organization because it's very organized. And the L1 Ace is just, it has everything all in one area. I guess I won't feel bad if I take out the bits and put it all there. Well, I guess it's still nice to be organized. So they're different, right? They're similar in that they have the same size bit, but they're different. So you guys can pick whichever one you prefer. That's why Fantic has a lot of options for you. So that one is $39.97, 20% off on the Cyber Monday deal. We have dash cams now. So these are for your cars. So there's 2 dash cams that we have, and we can start out with one of these. The C8 Apex is the first one. So the C8 Apex is just your front dash cam. It does come with 128 gigabyte of storage built in, so you don't need to get any additional storage. It's a 4K dash cam. It looks really good. It's only for the front of your car. It has all the wiring you need, including the car power adapter and USB output. So you're ready to wire this up. This is the dash cam right here. It's got 4K resolution. It looks really good. And there's your the USB connection power on that side. It does have your 128 gigabyte of storage all built in, ready to go. That is your 4K dash cam. Now, this dash cam will be turned off when you turn off the car. However, if you wanted to, you can use the hardwired kit that we have later on in the carousel to hardwire it so that it has 24-hour recording even when your car is shut off. We also have the C8 Ultra Dual right here. This one is going to be your front camera and your back camera. Both of them are good quality, but the front camera is going to be your 4K and your rear camera is going to be your 1080p. It's the complete kit. You have everything you need to set this up. Here's your rear camera. That's going to be 1080p. You can put this on the back of your car. You can attach it and hang it off the rear of your car. And then you have your front camera over here. Let me show you what the front camera looks like. This one is serious right here. This one is your 4K camera. And it does have 32 gigabyte of internal storage, but you will have to add a micro SD if you want to add more storage. It supports up to 256 gigabyte, and you can access the footage through your cell phone by connecting to the 5G Wi-Fi, and that's how you share the footage to your cell phone. And that's actually really fast. So this is your 4K dash cam from Fantic. It's in the front, and then your back 1080p dash cam you install behind your car right here, and then you can access the footage using your smartphone. So pretty nice, simple solution for dash cam with really high quality image. And again, this one's similar to the previous camera kit. if you wanted to record 24/7, there is a hardwired kit at the end of our carousel that you can take a look at to tap into the wires so that you can record continuously. But as it is, this one will turn off when you turn off your car. So these are the two kits, right? For example, this one is for the C8 Apex, and basically it hardwires into your car to just a USB-C connection, and then from that USB-C connection you connect it to your dash cam, and that's how you have 24/7 recording with this wiring kit for the C8 Apex dash cam. We also have the similar wiring kit for the C8 Dual, and it's a little bit complicated of a kit, but not so much, because basically it will connect to your fuses. So these are your fuses, right? So basically this unit right here will connect to your dash cam, and then one of it goes to the ground and the other one connects to your fuse socket and your vehicle accessory light. So this one is always on, and this is when your accessory is on. So basically this will help you wire it so that it is always on for 24/7 recording on your C8 Ultra Dual. And then last but not least, we have some scooters. We have the Fantic Ride C9. So the C9 is going to be, these are all similar, okay? They have the C9, they have the C9 Apex, and the C9 Pro. So the similarity amongst all these is that they have the weight of 132-pound capacity. So boys, girls, and even young adults that are lightweight can ride this. Now there is a height limit, and the height limit is 5 feet 3 inches. So if you're taller than 5 feet 3 inches, you might have to hunch down, and that's not ideal. So it's good for kids up to 5 feet 3 inches. So typically for age 8 and 12, 8 to 12, right? So it has some features. It has your brake back here. You have your display, which is kind of nice. You have your on-off unit, your on-off switch, and you have your charging port right there. And you can adjust your speed. You have gear 1, gear 2. Gear 1 goes up to 6 miles per hour, and gear 2 goes up to 10 miles per hour. So they go up to 10 miles per hour on all of these scooters, but that's how you adjust the speed on this one. So for boys and girls, up to 5 feet 3, 132 pounds, and it weighs about 14 pounds, so it's not too heavy to carry, right? Even this young guy right here is able to carry it. And it locks in this position, so that way it's more compact. She's able to carry it too, right? So you can leave the handlebar extended to your desired position, or you can lower it and make it more compact when you are not using it. And it has a built-in kickstand, so you can just lay it on the side without having it fall over. It's pretty cool. Convenient parking, so you can rest. So that one is your C9. That's the basic one, and it's 20% off right now. That brings it down to $143.99. A great scooter to start for young kids. But if you want something a little bit more than that, we have two other options. We have the C9 Apex and we have the C9 Pro. Now the C9 Apex is all out. You're gonna get your Bluetooth music with this. You're gonna have all the same features that you had with the other one, right? So you still got up to 10 miles per hour. You have a 5-mile range. It's good for 132-pound capacity. Good for 5 feet 3 inches. But the main thing right here is that it has music. It actually plays music on here. So it's got Bluetooth music speakers, and it has RGB colorful lights. So this one is going to be your C9 Apex. It has those lights. And that's kind of a nice upgrade, to be honest. It's really nice. And then if you don't want the music player, but you still like the lights, then that's where the C9 Pro fits in. So the C9 Pro has the lights, but not the music player. And it's for the same height of rider. And it looks good. Actually, I have the C9 Pro. I can show you right here. So here's our C9 Pro right here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here's the C9 Pro, and it's pretty lightweight. It's about 14 pounds. And the handlebar right here, you see how it's locked in? If I want to use this one, I can then push right here, and then I can lift the handlebar up. And once I lift up, it locks in place, and now the scooter is ready to rock and roll, right? So I actually took this out for a test drive. It's actually pretty fun, and even though I'm a little bit heavier than the weight capacity, it still works fine for me, but you want to definitely keep within the 132 pound capacity. Let me turn this on, and you can see how the lights work too. So this one has the power switch at the top over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this thing on, and you'll be able to see the lights on this unit. Here's the lights, and you can cycle through the different lights. So we have like a purple light here. I can cycle through that one, and we can have an orange light, and it's on both sides too, right? Yeah, both sides of the lights, and you can have like a slow rainbow effect. It's very bright light, so that's why it's hard to see. And you can have a fast rainbow effect right there. So pretty cool lights. So this is going to be your your C9 Pro, and the handlebar can go up too. So for example, let me see if I can show you right here. So this handlebar, I can open up this lock, and I can move the handlebar up. There's one level, and there's another level up here. And if I want to, I can store it in this position too. Ideally, it's better to store it when it's all the way down, but you can save time and store it in this extended position and still be able to carry it around. It's about 14 pounds, so like if you want to go into a store, you can carry this so that no one takes it when you are in the store. And of course, if you wanted to, you can lower the handle. So let me go ahead and lower the handle for you so you can see how that works. So here is the scooter in extended form. We can push this little tab and slide the handle down, and slide it down one more level down here, and now it's in the lowest position. Actually, it can go even lower, I think. Yeah, it can go even lower like that. And in this position, now you are really compact, right? Super compact. And that's how you carry your C9 Pro scooter. I'll turn it off right now. And it goes up to 10 miles per hour. Now, one thing to note about this thing is that there's a protection mechanism that it won't start motorized power until you kickstart it to about 3 miles per hour. Then it will start to move. And that's just a safety feature, right? You don't want to be able to automatically power it. You want to kickstart, and then from there you can run it. So this is a nice scooter, the C9 Pro right here. Let me know if you have any questions about the C9 Pro. And it does have the little kickstand. You see here? That's the little kickstand. Kicks out so that you can lean this down and it'll stand it up. That's the kickstand. So C9 Pro scooter right there. I actually took it for a spin. It actually works pretty well. Do you want to see the scooter in action? Maybe I can show you that right now. Let me see if I got a quick demonstration. I can show you it in action if I have that video online. Let me check. I think I do. Let me check. Show you guys the C9 Pro in action. So yeah, I do. Let me load it up right now and show you what the C9 Pro looks like. So here it is, the C9 Pro in action. So you have the foldability where it folds up like that, and like I said, it's about 14 pounds, so it's pretty lightweight. You get the handlebar right there, and you just ride it. So kick it first so you have a little speed, and then it will ride. So it's got good turning radius and everything, and it's pretty fast. And there we go, the C9 from Fantic Ride. That's the Pro version. It has a light, but no music. And really lightweight, right? So there we go, the C9 Pro from Fantic Ride. If you have any questions, let me know. We can also review any of the items we talked about previously too. So if there's any questions about any products we went over, we can discuss it now if you have any questions about any products, or we can just highlight all the items again. Also, by the way, we do have a heart button. So if you like the stream, hit that heart button. That's the like button right there. So let me know if you have any questions. But again, we have the 3 scooters, right? We have the C9 Pro that has the light. We have the C9 Apex that has the light and the Bluetooth music player. And then we have this C9, which is the same principle. It goes up to 10 miles per hour, 5-mile range, 132-pound capacity, up to 5 feet 3 height. But this one has no lights and no music, just the basic. But good price, right? Very good price. So that is the basic C9. And then we can talk about the 2 hard wiring kit for your dash cam if you want to do 24/7 recording without having to splice into your hardware of the car. These are the kits that will just tap into your fuses. Really nice way to get 24-hour recording. We have the 2 dash cams. Both of them are on deal. This one's the better deal, the C8 Ultra. This one is actually 39% off, and it's a front camera, 4K, and the back camera. Back camera is 1080p, whereas this one only has a 4K front camera. There is a $50 coupon that brings this down to just under $100, but I think for just $10 more, I'd rather get the one with the back camera too. Although this one has built-in 32 gigabytes, and this one has built-in 128 gigabytes, so you kind of have to weigh that in. But if you want to expand, the C8 Ultra can expand up to 256, so that's plenty right there. So that's your dash cam. Now if we go back, we can take a look at some of the screwdrivers. We had the L1 Ace. That one has your 200 or 2000 milliamp hour capacity. You got the 6 torque setting. This is the one where the screwdriver bits are kind of laid up in here. A little bit of an effort to take out, but it's very portable. It's more portable, and it has a soft case that is very comfortable. And of course, you get the pistol grip on this one. This is the L1 Ace right there. And it has a really good battery, good enough for 190 screws. That's plenty for most projects. And it has a light, so you can see in low light when you're using it. And there we go. It's actually very beautiful. I would agree. I would say the mechanical aesthetics of this one is thumbs up. Good aesthetics. Nice, right, Faustino? Nice. Yeah, good aesthetics on that one. Double check mark. Double nice. Very nice. Very nice. Double check mark Faustino in the chat. So we have the X8. Sorry, not the X8, the X5. So remember, all the X5 is all the manual precision screwdriver. So if you're looking for precision screwdriver, the X5 are the precision one. And this one has 25 bits right here. And if we go back, we can see we have the E1. So this one is electric precision, but this one is currently out of stock, and you have 12 bits all magnetized in there. We also have the 43-piece. This one is your screwdriver bit set, and this one works for your NEX S1 Pro, the L1 Pro, and the L1 Ace, the standard size screwdriver. This one currently is out of stock as well. Everything is selling out because these are really, really good deals. All right, so let me know if you have any questions on any of these items, but we have pretty much wrapped up the entire carousel. If you have any questions, we can answer it now, or we can wrap up and let you guys do your own shopping. Let me know if you have any questions. All right. So we might spend another like 5 minutes or so just to go through, make sure we review all the items. Like we'll be done in 5 minutes, so I'll let you ask some questions for the next few minutes. But we have the L1 Pro. That's your piston grip one. And the nice thing about this one is that the case is very easy to access. And the trigger is variable, so you can control the speed based on how hard you squeeze the trigger, and it has a very good locking mechanism. So this one's my favorite one. I use this one a lot, and amazing deal. $44.77, plus there's a 15% coupon right there. You can get the different color ones. The cheapest one looks like the gray one. Yeah, the gray one or the yellow one they're all the same price. They're all the same. Oh, no. Yeah, they're all about the same price. That one has 30% off. So that's the L1 Pro. Yeah, wrapping up in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, prepare to finish in 5 minutes. I'm giving you a warning. We're done in 5. If you have any question, now is the time to ask. We're gonna hang in there for another 5 minutes, okay? So we have the Fantic Storm 10 Pro right here. 26 kilopascal, nice house vacuum for your entire home, and it has a bunch of filters and a bunch of attachment. We also have that $50 coupon, so don't forget that takes you down to $170-ish, around $180 right there. We also got bike tire inflators. We have the Evo 300, which is your power solar generator, as well as your power bank for ACs, DCs, as well as your USB ports. We have the V9 Mate, which is a big handheld vacuum with a lot of storage capacity for storage trash bin. We have the V8 Mate, which is my favorite compact vacuum cleaner with a lot of accessory. The V7 Pocket is a very stylish compact vacuum cleaner, and the V7 Ace is even more stylish because it's got the LED light so you can see as you vacuum. The X5 Max is your manual precision screwdriver set, currently out of stock, 50 bits. The S1 Pro is comparable to the L1 Max and the L1 Ace, except this one is in a straight form factor with the organized magnetic case right there. We also have the E1 Max, is your precision electrical screwdriver with 50 bit set. My favorite one for precision screwdriver set, and it's currently out of stock because it's been going viral on the internet. We have the X8 Nano, which is your small compact inflator for your sporting equipment. We also have your jump starter. We have the T8 Max, which is my favorite. It's the biggest one with 24,000 milliamp hour capacity. It can jump start pretty much any car on the road, and it can have a 100-watt power delivery to even charge your laptop and run your laptop. So it's a very, very powerful unit right there. The T8 Apex is a good compromise. The T8 by itself is the smallest one, which is good enough to jumpstart most cars. But the T8 Apex Deluxe with a carrying case is my recommendation for most people, because that carrying case is very convenient, and this one comes with the car charger, so you can charge your T8 Apex in your car. We also got the yellow version over here, and then we have two tire inflators, the X8 Portable, which is 16 liters per minute, compact one, good for motorcycle. You can use it on cars too, although it's not rated for cars. It's good up to 150 psi, so pretty much it can handle a car, no problem. And then we have the X8 Apex, which is the most powerful one, and this is my preference, my favorite one to use in my car, because it inflates twice as fast as the industrial standard, such as the X9 Portable. This one is 32 liters per minute, whereas the X8 Portable that we just talked about right here, the X8 Portable, that one is 16 liters per minute. So the X8 Apex is twice as fast, and this one can be used as a USB-A power bank because it has a 78,000 milliamp hour capacity, and it has a port to charge your other devices when you're not using it as a tire inflator. So those are all of our products. We are pretty much wrapping up right now. I don't see any questions. So with that being said, thank you so much for spending your time and taking a look at some of our favorite deals and my favorite products from the Fantic lineup. So since there's no more question, I wish you all a fantastic day. Happy shopping. Hope you find a lot of great deals that you love and can pick up before the holidays for yourself and for someone you love. Amazing deals. Again, the top deals are these ones right here. We're gonna leave it on the screen for a little bit. I'm gonna say goodbye and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye guys. Take care. We are out.